Can 2 plus 2 equal 5? An essay on the relativity of time and its curious implications. We are presented with a notion most profound, that time, once deemed an unyielding constant, is now revealed to be mutable, bending and stretching according to the frame of reference from whence it is observed. This revelation, born of the inquiries of learned men, doth challenge our former certainties and invite us to ponder the very nature of existence. A missive from the modern sphere, styled as a tweet, doth proclaim, "At a point in the past time was not thought to be relative, and now it is. So if 2 seconds for one frame of reference was observed from another, where that length of time was dilated to 2 1/2 seconds, then from that frame of reference, 2 and 2 would equal 5. Let us, with quill and parchment, explore this assertion, supporting it with examples, quantifying its claims, and elaborating upon its meaning. In days of yore, when the philosophies of Newton held sway, time was conceived as a river flowing ever constant, its pace unaltered by the motions or conditions of those who dwell within its current. All men, whether aboard a ship at sea or upon the solid earth, did reckon time as one and the same. Yet, in our present enlightenment, the learned Mr. Einstein hath demonstrated that time is no such steadfast entity. Nay, it is relative, its measure dependent upon the velocity and position of the observer. This doctrine, known as the theory of relativity, doth proclaim that time may dilate, stretching as a piece of cloth under strain, when one frame of reference moveth swiftly relative to another, or resideth in a field of great gravitation. Consider, if it please you, a gentleman aboard a vessel propelled at speeds nigh unimaginable, approaching that of light itself. To him, the passage of 2 seconds, as measured by his trusty pocket watch, is as true as the sun's rising. Yet, to another gentleman, standing upon the shore and observing this swift vessel, those same 2 seconds appear as 2 1/2 seconds upon his own timepiece. This dilation of time, a consequence of the vessel's great velocity, doth arise from the principles of relativity, which hold that the fabric of time and space is interwoven and subject to alteration by motion and gravity. To quantify this phenomenon, let us imagine a scenario wherein a clock aboard the aforementioned vessel ticketh off 2 seconds. According to the mathematics of relativity, as set forth by Mr. Einstein, the time observed by the gentleman on shore may be calculated thus. If the vessel moveth at a speed approaching that of light, which is 300,000 kilometers each second, the time experienced by the moving clock appeareth dilated to an observer at rest. The precise dilation may be computed using the square root of 1 minus the square of the vessel's speed divided by the square of the speed of light. For a vessel traveling at 4/5 the speed of light, this calculation yieldeth a dilation such that 2 seconds aboard the vessel are perceived as 2 1/2 seconds by the observer on shore. This is no mere illusion, but a truth of nature, confirmed by experiments with particles moving at great speeds in the laboratories of our time. Now, let us turn to the curious assertion that in such a frame of reference, 2 and 2 would equal 5. This statement, at first blush, seemeth a paradox, offensive to the arithmetic that hath guided commerce and philosophy since antiquity. Yet, it is a metaphor, a poetic flourish to illustrate the strangeness of relativity. In the frame of reference where time is dilated, quantities that depend upon time may appear altered. Imagine, for instance, 2 events, each taking 2 seconds in the vessel's frame, such as the striking of a bell twice. To the observer on shore, these events, due to time's dilation, might appear to span a total of 5 seconds, 2 1/2 seconds for each event. Thus, in this altered frame, the sum of the times for these 2 events is 5 seconds, not 4, as one might expect in a world where time is absolute. Hence, 2 and 2 equal 5 is a manner of speaking, signifying that the rules of arithmetic, when applied to time in relative frames, yield results contrary to common expectation. To further elucidate, let us consider another example drawn from the annals of modern science. In the year 1971, learned men did conduct an experiment with clocks of great precision, fashioned from the element cesium. One such clock was placed aboard a flying machine, a jet traversing the heavens at great speed, while another remained upon the earth. After the journey, the clock aboard the jet was found to have ticked more slowly than its counterpart on the ground. its time dilated by the motion of the craft. Though the difference was but a fraction of a second, it did confirm that time, as observed in differing frames, is not the same. If, in this experiment, 2 seconds were measured on the ground, the flying clock might record a time slightly less, or, in a frame moving yet faster, slightly more, aligning with our earlier example of 2½ seconds. This relativity of time hath implications most profound. In the realm of navigation, where satellites orbit the Earth at speeds great and in fields of weakened gravity, the clocks aboard must be adjusted to account for time's dilation, lest our maps and reckonings lead us astray. In the study of the cosmos, where stars and planets move at velocities vast, the relativity of time doth govern the behavior of light and matter, shaping our understanding of the universe's vastness. Thus, we see that the tweet's assertion, though cloaked in brevity and metaphor, doth reflect a truth uncovered by the inquiries of our age. Time, once thought immutable, is now known to bend and stretch. 2 seconds in one frame may indeed appear as 2½ in another, and in this strange new arithmetic of the cosmos, the sum of 2 and 2 may, in a manner of speaking, equal 5. Let us, therefore, embrace this knowledge with humility and wonder, for it revealeth the intricate workings of the Creator's design, and inviteth us to ponder further the mysteries of time, space, and our place within the grand tapestry of existence.